Canada. The only fear is everyday Canadians just working to make it, to get by, to put food on their family's table. NDP government that brought in Bill C5 and C75, criminals have it way too easy. They commit crime repeatedly, and without any fear, they know they're going to get bail. They commit crimes over and over again. But just a virtue signal and to show that they're the most woke government, they created a bail system that is just too easy for criminals to get. That's why there's no more fear left within criminals. There's no fear in Canada. The only fear is everyday Canadians just working to make it, to get by, to put food on their family's table. But now carjackings are up, violent crime is up, gun crime is up. We see every day there's new videos that are coming out. And it's a result of this incompetent woke government that lets the criminals have zero consequences for what they do. We're going to stop the crime and bring in common sense conservative policies once again that will keep repeat offenders in jail and not grant them bail like this woke government has done over the last 9 years. When my parents came here because Canada used to have this reputation where you could work hard and you could either get by or get ahead. Canada used to be a country where one paycheck used to be able to run the household. One paycheck used to be able to get you a house, whether you wanted a mortgage or rent. One paycheck used to be able to afford groceries for the week. One paycheck used to put your kids through school. One paycheck used to be able to put your kids in other activities. But after 9 years of this Liberal NDP government, that Canadian dream that my parents came for, that Canadians, whether you were born here or you immigrated here for, it's broken. It's broken. The reputation is broken. Because this weak, woke, fake feminist prime minister broke Canada. And it's time for a common sense conservative government led by our common sense conservative leader, the member from Carleton, to not only unite Canadians, but it's time to rebuild that Canadian dream and finally have a country where we can proudly stand and say we're from Canada. One where we see our flag and the rest of the world sees our flag and they know it's represented by a competent leader that has brains and a backbone to stand up for Canadians and do what's best for Canada first. It's the same Prime Minister, wherever he goes, he's an embarrassment. Not just nationally, all over the world. Literally, he's known as a clown now. He's turned the country into a circus. It's time for real leadership. It's time to bring a serious government back that will put the people first, that will reduce those food bank lineups, that will reduce the cost of the housing costs, that will reduce the cost of your gas, groceries, and home heating, reduce the crime in this country. Because that's how it used to be. Before this Prime Minister, it used to be like that. When was the last time you heard people lining up at food banks in record numbers that used to be afraid of just being in their own home or being outside? That we never used to even have to lock our doors before in Canada. So in this next carbon tax election, the choice cannot be more clear. You either want to vote for a Liberal NDP government that will punish your work, that will tax everything, that will double your housing costs on their path to quadruple the carbon tax scam, or Canadians will have a choice to get back control of their lives, get back control of the country that they once knew and still love, under a common sense conservative government that will bring back the common sense that used to be common in this country that we've lost after 9 years of this incompetent, woke, Liberal NDP government. Let's work together to bring home that Canada that we all knew. So